DHCP is a service that automatically configures network devices with IP addresses, subnet masks, and other important information such as DNS settings. Without DHCP, you would have to configure the IP address of your computer to connect to any network. In Cisco Packet Tracer, when you place the consumer wireless router to the network, it is automatically pre-configured with DHCP, so keep that in mind if you use this device, as it can conflict with other DHCP services. Typically, DHCP on a network is configured by a DHCP server. So in this tutorial, I will show you how to set up DHCP on a server in Packet Tracer. So go ahead and add a server, switch PC and laptop to your network and connect them together. Press fast forward time to speed everything up and to make sure all the connections are green. Okay, so now open the server, select Config and DHCP. In this scenario, I will give you a Class C IP address range to work with. The first task though is to give this server an IP address. So in fact, select Fast Ethernet from the left menu and assign a Class C IP address of 192.168.1.1 and use the default subnet mask. It is important that the server can be found at all times, so a static IP address lets us able to consistently always find this server. Now go back to the DHCP configuration options in the server and configure the start IP address. This is the first IP address that will be assigned to a host on the network. Then configure the subnet mask. Enter the amount of users or hosts you would like the DHCP server to configure. You will be limited to 254 hosts on a Class C network. Once finished, press Save, close the configuration window, and the settings will now be active. Now configure a host. Open up a PC and select Config and the interface you would like to configure DHCP. The last step is to select DHCP and the IP address so that it will be assigned to the host. You can repeat this process for other devices, like the laptop you have on the network. To prevent having to configure every machine on your network to DHCP, you can simply copy and paste devices and it will save the device configuration settings.